Gupta state, capture South Africa's biggest corruption scandal. Explained. Imagine a country where a few businessmen hold more power than the government itself. No guns, no tanks, just money, influence, and bribes. This is the story of how the Gupta brothers hijacked South Africa, a story known as state capture. The Guptas, Ajay, Atul, and Rajesh, arrived in South Africa from India in the 1990s. Starting with a small IT business, they built an empire in mining, media, and energy. But what really made them powerful was their friendship with Jacob Zuma, who became South Africa's president in 2009. State capture is when private interests take control of a country's government institutions for their own benefit. Instead of bullets, they use bribes. Instead of democracy, they use connections. And that's exactly what happened in South Africa. The Guptas allegedly had the power to decide who became ministers, who got government contracts, and which businesses succeeded or failed. Officials who cooperated got rich. Those who resisted were sidelined or removed. The Guptas allegedly secured billions in state contracts, especially through Eskom, the national power company, and Transnet, the rail and freight giant. They used shell companies, money laundering networks, and political allies to funnel public money into their businesses. South Africans started calling it Gupta state capture, a merger of Zuma and Gupta. Ordinary citizens paid the price as corruption deepened power cuts, slowed economic growth, and worsened inequality. In 2017, the #Gupta leaks, a massive email leak, exposed how deeply the brothers were embedded in government corruption. The evidence showed how contracts worth billions were manipulated, how journalists were paid off, and how political loyalty was bought like a commodity. The public outrage was explosive. Thousands protested. Jacob Zuma eventually resigned in 2018 under pressure, though he still faces corruption charges today. The Guptas, meanwhile, fled South Africa, reportedly moving between Dubai and India. To investigate, the government launched the Zondo Commission of Inquiry. Over 4 years, it revealed shocking details of how state capture worked. The report accused Zuma and the Guptas of orchestrating one of the biggest corruption scandals in South Africa's history. The commission recommended reforms and prosecutions, but critics argue that accountability has been slow. Billions were stolen, money that could have fixed schools, hospitals, and electricity, but much of it may never be recovered. The Gupta scandal was not just about one family. It showed how fragile democracy can be when corruption seeps into its core. Today, South Africans still face daily power cuts, economic hardship, and broken trust in leaders, all scars of state capture. In the end, the Guptas didn't need bullets to hijack a nation. They used influence, bribery, and greed. Their story is a warning for every democracy. When money rules politics, the people lose. And here's the uncomfortable question: could something like this happen elsewhere? In India, the various international reports raised global questions about corporate influence, financial irregularities, corporate governance issues, and government silence. Critics argue the lack of accountability feels all too familiar. If South Africa's garbage crisis exposed its political rot, the Gupta scandal exposed how bribes replaced bullets in capturing a state. The real question is, when powerful corporations grow bigger than governments and leaders stay silent, who really runs the nation? If this story made you think, hit like, share this video, and subscribe to The Fellow Investors for more deep dives into how corruption and power shape our world.